In this video, we're going to derive the quadratic formula. If we have a quadratic equation like this, where x is a variable, a, b, and c are any real numbers, then we can derive the value over x in this form, which is called the quadratic formula. In this video, we're going to show how to derive this formula. We begin from dividing both sides by a of our equation. And we can distribute a to each term of our left-hand side. Now here we can cancel out the a. We then have x squared. Then just copy the rest of it. Next is we transpose this constant to the right-hand side, or this term. Copy this. And that becomes negative c over a. What we're going to do next is to form this into square. Now we need a trick to do that. The trick is we get the coefficient of our x, which is b over a, and then multiply it by 1/2 and square all of it. Here we get 1/4 b squared over a squared. We're going to add this term to each side of our equation. So we then have, copy this, now right hand side we add it the same way. Now this one we can then express this into square. And this one we can take the LCD, which is 4a squared. So we multiply 4a here. Now we still need to show if this really the square of this trinomial here. So let's check it out. We square the x using the FOIL method. We multiply this. We have 1/2 BAX and times 2, so 1/2 will be cancelled out, and we'll have B over AX. And then you square the second term, we have 1/4 B squared over A squared. Now you look at it, it's the same as the trinomial here, hence our square is correct. What we're going to do next is to square root both sides. And when we square root both sides, we have two values of our roots. So we have plus or minus here. Our square here will cancel out because we square root it. And we can now write this one here. And our left hand side, right hand side becomes plus or minus. Now we can arrange the terms of our numerator. is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Our denominator can be extracted. The square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of a squared is a. Next is we're going to transpose this constant or this term to the right hand side so that our x will be isolated on the left hand side. We then have negative, let's multiply this one, b over 2a plus or minus, let's copy it, now they already have the same denominator, so we can single out their denominator here. Hence, we derive our quadratic formula. Let's apply the quadratic formula to some quadratic equation. Say we have okay, in this problem we have a equals 2, b equals 4, and c equals negative 6. Let's apply this formula here to solve our x. X is equal to negative b, b is 4, and then the square of our b is 4 squared minus our a is 2, our c is negative 6, all over 2 times our a is 2. We have negative 4. Now inside our square root, we have 16. Negative is positive. 4 times 6 is 24, so this is 48. We'll continue here. Inside our square root is 64. Square root of 64 is 8. We have two values of our x, the positive one and the negative one. Here, our x is 4 over 4 is 1. Here, we have negative 12 over 4. The answer is negative 3. You can still continue to check if these values of x are really the solution of this quadratic equation.